Have you ever wondered how the Gold Reserve Act of 1934 reshaped the economic landscape of the United States? This significant legislation holds a unique place in our history, and its relevance echoes even today. Let's dive into the intriguing historical events that led to the enactment of this pivotal law. To understand the Gold Reserve Act, we must first understand the gold standard. The gold standard was a monetary system where a country's currency or paper money had a value directly linked to gold. Prior to 1934, the United States, along with many other nations, operated under this system. This meant that for every dollar in circulation, there was a corresponding value in gold held in reserve. The gold standard provided a sense of security and stability, but it also had its drawbacks. It limited the flexibility of the government to respond to economic conditions. During the Great Depression, this became a significant problem. Unemployment was skyrocketing, banks were failing, and the economy was in a freefall. The gold standard, with its inflexibility, was exacerbating the economic crisis. As the Great Depression worsened, it became clear that a change was needed, setting the stage for the Gold Reserve Act. In response to the economic crisis, the US government enacted the Gold Reserve Act in 1934. This act was a drastic measure, as it required all individuals, businesses, and even the Federal Reserve to sell their gold to the US Treasury. In essence, the government seized all gold, with the exception of personal items, such as jewelry. But this was not all. The act also devalued the dollar. The government changed the value of gold from $20.67 per ounce to $35 per ounce, effectively reducing the value of the dollar by almost 40%. The immediate effects were staggering. This devaluation intended to stimulate the economy by increasing the money supply, encouraging spending and investment. It was a bold move, a gamble some might say, taken during a time of great economic uncertainty. The effects of the Gold Reserve Act were far-reaching, forever changing the economic landscape of the United States. The Gold Reserve Act had a profound impact on the US economy and continues to influence economic policy today. This legislation marked a definitive move away from the gold standard, a system that had underpinned the world's economies for decades. With this act, the US government seized all gold, devalued the dollar, and created a new monetary system. The establishment of the Exchange Stabilization Fund was another outcome, giving the US Treasury the power to control exchange rates. The Act's legacy is felt even today, with its influence shaping economic policy and the way we perceive monetary value. So the next time someone asks you about the Gold Reserve Act, you'll be able to tell them just how significant this piece of legislation was.